affect, affect, affect. So, you want to know about the word affect? Well, it's actually a bit tricky. But don't worry, I'm here to help. The part of speech for affect is a verb, and its primary meaning is to influence or have an impact on something or someone. For example, the rain will affect the crops. In this sentence, the rain is influencing the crops in some way. However, many learners get confused with the word affect, which is actually a noun that means the result of something. So, it's easy to mix them up. But if you want to talk about how someone or something is influencing another person or thing, then use affect. Also, keep in mind that when we're talking about emotions or feelings, the word affect often makes more sense. For example, the effect of seeing his favorite movie made John feel happy. So, it's worth paying close attention to context and see which one is required. In a formal usage example, such as in a job interview, you might say, "My decision to pursue a career in environmental science will affect my ability to relocate overseas." Contextually, this sentence is used in an official setting where precision and clarity are expected. The tone is professional and the language is objective. In contrast, a casual conversation example would be, "If I go out with friends tonight, it'll affect my sleep schedule for tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I should stay or leave." Here, the sentence is used in an informal setting where the focus is on expressing personal opinions or making everyday decisions. The tone is relaxed and conversational. For a business or academic usage example, consider, "The new marketing strategy will likely affect sales figures over the next quarter," which warrants further analysis to determine the optimal course of action. In this case, the sentence is used in a professional or educational context where technical terms and precise language are expected. The tone is formal and objective. So, you're trying to figure out what affect means. Okay, think of it like this. When something influences or changes how someone or something feels or behaves. That's basically what affect is about. Mainly, it's used to describe a kind of emotional or mental connection between two things, like how your mood might be influenced by the weather outside. Similar concepts are words like influence, impact, and change. And when you want to use affect in a sentence, think of how someone or something is being touched or moved by some external factor. Appropriate, appropriate, appropriate. So, let's talk about the word appropriate. As a part of speech, it's an adjective, which means it describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. In common usage, appropriate usually means suitable or fitting for a particular situation or context. For example, if someone says that a gift is appropriate for a birthday party, they mean that the gift is suitable or fitting for the occasion. Another way to think about it is that appropriate is like a filter. It helps you decide what's right or wrong in a given situation. For instance, if a joke is considered inappropriate for a kid's birthday party, it means the joke might not be suitable for young children. Now, one special note about using appropriate is that it can sometimes get confused with appropriate, meaning to make something suitable or fitting, which is actually a different verb altogether. So just remember that appropriate as an adjective usually answers the question, is this thing right for this situation? Quote exclamation mark. In a job interview, a candidate might say, "I believe it would be appropriate to review the company's policies before making any major decisions regarding employee benefits." This sentence uses formal language and is suitable for a professional context. While discussing what outfit to wear to a friend's wedding, someone might comment, "It's not really necessary to bring a swimsuit. That would be totally inappropriate for the occasion." Here, the word appropriate is used in casual conversation to emphasize that something wouldn't fit in with the social norms of the situation. In an academic setting, such as a sociology class, a student might write, "The cultural norms of a given society dictate what is considered appropriate behavior for its members, and deviating from these norms can have significant consequences." This sentence uses formal language to analyze and discuss abstract concepts in a theoretical framework. So, you're trying to figure out what appropriate means. Well, let me explain it in a way that's easy to grasp. When we talk about something being fit for the situation, that's basically what appropriate means. It refers to things like behavior, words, or actions that are suitable and respectful given the context or circumstances. For example, if you're at a wedding, it would be considered in line with the occasion to dress nicely and speak politely. This concept is closely related to ideas like right, good, or proper, which all share similar connotations. In everyday life, using something that's appropriate can help us show respect for others, avoid hurting anyone's feelings, and maintain a positive atmosphere. Think of it as being considerate and thoughtful in our words and actions. Aspects. 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 So, let's talk about the word aspects. As it's part of speech, aspects is a noun, which means it refers to a thing, idea, or quality. Commonly, people use this word to describe different facets or viewpoints of something, like a situation, relationship, or even a personality. For example, you might say, "The aspects of the new job that I'm excited about are the creative freedom and opportunities for growth." Here, we're talking about separate features or sides of a single thing. The new job. Another way people use this word is to describe specific areas of study, expertise, or experience. So, if someone says she has many aspects of her life to focus on right now, it means she's dealing with multiple tasks, responsibilities, or priorities all at once. A special note about using aspects is that it can be a bit formal or even slightly academic sounding. So, if you're writing or speaking in an everyday conversation, you might want to consider simpler words like things, features, or sides instead. As we sat in the conference room discussing our company's new marketing strategy, I mentioned that it was essential to consider various aspects of our target audience, such as demographics, interests, and purchasing habits, to tailor our approach effectively. My colleague replied with a nod. "I know what you mean. But have you considered other aspects like social media presence and online reviews? We can't ignore the impact they have on how customers perceive us." Meanwhile, over lunch in the university cafeteria, Sarah asked her friend Emily about her recent trip to Japan. "How was your experience living there? What aspects of Japanese culture did you enjoy most?" Emily thought for a moment before responding. "I loved trying all the different types of sushi and ramen. But what really surprised me were the aspects of Japanese etiquette and respect for elders that I observed in everyday life." So you want to know what aspects means? Okay, think of it like this. When we're talking about something that has different parts or viewpoints, but they all relate to each other in some way, that's kind of like an aspect. For example, if someone says, "I love the sunshine and the beautiful view," The words sunshine and beautiful view are two separate things, but they're both connected to the idea of something nice. So we can say that they're aspects of the person's overall feeling. It's also similar to ideas like sides or parts, or even qualities. They all refer to different ways in which something can be seen or understood. In language, aspects are often used when describing people's thoughts, feelings, or situations, and they help us to explore different perspectives on what's happening.